Right now. So special, in fact, that so many members of my family and my in-laws own this one from Kuhn Rikon, the 5-in-1 jar and bottle opener. No need to struggle any longer when you have this on hand. This is fantastic and at a wonderful clearance price of $17.99 or 5 easy payments of $3.60. This design has been designed for you to open jars, bottles, pull tabs, standard twist tops, and small twist tops. It is wonderful. These 5 easy payments of $3.60 will go away at the end of the day. There's no reorder, and these are our final quantities. This is what I like to call a practical present alert.
Right?
This just makes a lot of sense because once you use it the one time, you're hooked and you don't have to struggle anymore. This is so fantastic. Let me take you through the color options that we have, and then we'll get to start opening some jars and bottles of all different sizes. So we have these available right now in white that you see before you here. We also have it available in the black. Here's your gray, red, slate, aqua, and sand. We have sold out of 13 colors. These 7 are the final remaining left. They all do exactly the same thing. As David Venable says, just pick the color that makes you smile.
Yes.
This is wonderful.
This is wonderful. If you have struggled in the past to open up the jars, the cans with the pull tabs, right? These can ruin your nails.
Yes.
This is so good. I love this. Let me show you how this works. As you see, I just popped one open, and all I do, there we go, is I give it a little twist. So you twist it onto your lid, and as you see, there's 3 little sets of teeth here. So as I twist, it's going to adjust. That means it's going to open the wide jars. It's going to open the smaller jars. Once you're there, you're going to give it a little twist, like twist of your wrist here. Let me grab another jar to show you. It's that simple, but it is a 5-in-1. You're doing 5 different things with this. So let me place it on here. You see the teeth right there? Gonna place it on, gonna tighten it until I feel that tension. Make sure it's nice and tight. Then I'm gonna give the jar a little twist.
Oh, you hear the pop? Yep.
Yes.
Perfection.
No struggle. If you have dexterity issues,
right,
if you have a hard time just getting the grip, it's doing it for you.
And this is wonderful. So basically we're seeing sort of those teeth sort of grip that lid and just simply twist and pop. But it does so much more than that. It does all sorts of things. I mean, a true 5-in-1. So this little beak that we're seeing here.
Okay, I love this beak. I used this tonight to cook dinner. So I was opening, you know, a can of tomatoes. You slide that under, and then you give a little pull, and it's open in seconds. I don't have to struggle. I don't have to try to grab it and, you know, break a nail or anything like that. Really convenient. So that's number 2 that it does.
Right.
Number 3 is the soda here, right? The 1 liter, the 2 liter, they have the same size. You place this here on the opening. We're gonna place that down. We're gonna give it a twist. You hear it open.
Awesome. That is so, so fun. We've had over 200 orders already placed for this one. That is great because, listen, once you use it the one time, it's like, it's one of those things that you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad we picked this up. This just makes a lot of sense.
I feel like it's satisfying.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Because now when you struggle, you're not banging on something, you're not trying to run it under the faucet.
Right.
You don't have to ask for help. You can do it. It's a 5-in-1, so it's really taking the place of more tools.
Yeah.
Then we have this.
This one is my favorite.
This one's your favorite?
Yes, this is my favorite of all of them.
Look at that.
This teeny tiny little hole, which you're like, what's that for?
What am I going to use that for? How about these little bottles, right? We didn't even take the plastic wrap off of this. I place it down. I start to give the bottle a twist. I'm hearing the plastic remove.
Yep.
And it's open for me.
There it is.
That's all it took.
Voila.
Seconds.
That is your nail polish. That is your vanilla extract.
Right.
Because those caps are the hardest to take off.
It's true.
And when you open a jar and you put it back in the fridge or you put it back in the cupboard, sometimes it's not even a matter of like, oh, being like super duper strong. Sometimes those ingredients and that liquid crystallizes around the top of the jar and bottle. Yes.
I'm glad you said that. What about your
Perfect.
jelly? What
Oh,
about
gosh.
your maple syrup? There's so many different things that you're right. You use it
Yep.
and the sauce gets stuck. And then what are you gonna do? This is that tool that just helps you so much. I love giving this as a gift. I've
Yeah.
given this to my parents. They use it all the time. I
Great
use it all the
gift.
time. Look, for medicine, for those pull tabs, whether it's the can of tuna or the pet food, really anything. I mean, we all have those items we need to open. This is gonna do it for us.
This is fantastic. Clearance price is $17.99, 5 easy payments of $3.60. Down to our final 7 colors. We've already sold out of 13 colors. We've been opening all sorts of things here. And it even comes with a bottle opener.
A bottle opener, yeah. So it is that 5-in-1. We did that in seconds.
Yeah.
It's that church key or skeleton key, whatever you like to call it.
Right.
So you're able to open those kinds of bottles. We've got for the pull tabs. We used this for the 1 and 2 liters of soda, which can be so tricky. We used that little one for the Tabasco, but you said nail polish, so many different things. And of course, the big feature here is that it's going to fit all different size jars. It could have a plastic lid, it could have the metal lid, it doesn't matter, it's gonna
Yeah.
do it for you.
This is great. Let's come take a look at the color options because you're going to pick yours up for $17.99, 5 easy payments of $3.60. Those 5 easy payments are going away at the end of the day. You want to pick up your white, black, gray, red, slate, aqua, and last but not least, our sand. We only have 70 left in that sand, and now's your time to pick up the sand before it goes. This is wonderful because think about everything that's in your refrigerator and in your cupboards right now, and how many things that you could open without having to struggle or strain your wrist. You know, that little part of your hand that always seems to get all the tension when you open things like this. But as Jessie's showing you, she's holding the gripper here, and she's turning the bottle, which makes everything so much easier. And you don't even have to fight with the plastic.
You don't even have to fight with the
No.
plastic. And by the way, you know, you think of a lid like this, you're like, what am I gonna use,
Right.
right? It fits it because this is adjustable. This is Kuhn Rikon. This is a brand we know and love here at QVC. It's about that German design or Swiss design. And we have been doing this for a very long time, since 1899.
That's wild. That's a long time. This is why we have sold so many of these, and people have absolutely fallen in love with it. You know, when I presented it for the first time a couple years ago when I started, I was like, well, this is like one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. And my parents were like, we need to buy one of those. And then my in-laws were like, we also need one of those. And I'm like, yes, you do need one of these, because how many of us have like taken the jar to the side of the counter or hit it on the side with like a spoon or a butter knife? No, that is dangerous. You want to have things that are going to help you take things to the next level with ease. That is awesome. All
Done
the
in
different variety.
seconds.
Yes, it's so great. What else can we open over
Oh my
here?
gosh, I mean, so many different things, because it is the 5-in-1. So you got the jar opener, you've got the tiny bottle opener, which we did with the Tabasco. We've got the bottle opener here as well, and then you also just saw that little bird beak to get into those cans.
Nice and easy. We've had over
5-in-1.
500 orders placed in this show. That is spectacular. When you think of all the different things you're going to be able to open at home with ease, this is where it's at. This would make such a wonderful gift for someone you know who might have dexterity issues, or might just, you know, want to make things a little bit easier, and don't we all? And now you can with the Kuhn Rikon 5-in-1 jar and bottle opener for a clearance price of $17.99, or those 5 easy payments of $3.60. These are final quantities, and there's no reorder. Over 600 orders placed. We've got 7 different colors to choose from, so definitely want to check out item K51429 from Kuhn Rikon. Well, just a moment ago, so many of you ordered my pick of the show from